Hi, everybody. My name is ATTY Frekhtman. I'm an attorney, a personal injury trial attorney here in New York. And this is a quick video about how to read a police accident report if you've been involved in a car crash in New York. On the left is an actual police accident report, an MV 104AN. And that's written up by a police officer when that police officer comes to the scene of a car crash, and each person who's in the crash tells that officer what happened, and the officer writes it down and creates a report. And on the right side, we have what's known as a legend. And you could get this in Google if you just type police accident legend, and it should come up. It's an MV 104AN, and I believe it's known as an AW form because it's the actual legend. And so the legend tells you what everything on the police report means. So if you start at the top, you'll see it says New York State Department of Motor Vehicles, Police Accident Report. And it'll tell you the date of the accident. Like here it's 12/19/2016. It'll tell you the date of the week, Monday, the time and military, the number of vehicles, if anyone's injured. And then basically it gives the names and addresses of the people involved, the types of cars. And here you see where it says INS code, insurance code. For example, it says 743, and then there's a list, and each three-digit code will correspond to an insurance company. For example, 410, I believe, is countrywide. So just by seeing 410, I'll know that's countrywide. And down here where it says vehicle 1 damage codes, it'll say 1, 2, 3. Now, if you go down a little bit further and you try to see what 1, 2, 3 is, it'll draw a picture of a car, and 1, 2, 3 is the front. And when it tells you the vehicle damage codes to the other vehicle is 789, you could see 789 is the rear. So you already know one of the vehicles rear-ended the other just by looking at the damage codes. And over here, they have each box, like box number 1 over here, box number 2 over here, and each box corresponds to a certain amount of information. For example, if you want to know what the weather was like, the lighting conditions, you go to box number 4. You see on box number 4 in the report says 1, and 1 is daylight. And then if you go to box number 5, the roadway character, you see that it says 5 is 4. So number 4 means curve and level. And then the same way, they have the contributing factors for vehicle 1 and vehicle 2. And that's very important because that is basically the officer telling everyone what was the cause, what was the reason that this crash even happened. And you see here the apparent contributing factors. Now you have vehicle number 1 as being 19 and 20. And you see 19, there's a 9. And a 9 is following too closely. But 20, there's nothing. That means there's no other factor. And then 21 and 22 would be the contributing factors of the other vehicle, vehicle 2. And you see there's nothing, they're just dashes. That means vehicle 2 wasn't at fault for anything, and vehicle 1 was following too closely. And that's why it rear-ended the other car, and it had the whole front of its car destroyed. So basically that's how you read the police report. There's other information on the legend. There's pre-accident vehicle action, what they were doing. There's a type of physical complaint. For example, let's go here and see what the complaints were. You go down to these boxes. Actually, in this particular case, it doesn't look like there were any complaints made to the officer because they're all dashes, but it could be complaints. They have a wide range of complaints from amputation to concussion to minor bleeding, severe bleeding. And then they have the information, such as if someone was ejected from the vehicle, the age, the sex of the person, their physical and emotional status, such as conscious, shocked, and then they have the type of accident. Was it an accident with another car, a pedestrian, a bicyclist? So they give you all the options. It's not too complicated to read. And usually these police reports are created by the officer on the scene. And then later you could go to the precinct and you could obtain a copy of the report from the precinct by paying, I believe it's $10. And then if you're not able to get the police report timely, you can also fill out a form and get it from the Department of Motor Vehicles in Albany at a later date. And I believe now there are even ways to get it online, depending on which police precinct, which police agency is involved. So this is just a quick video explaining how to read the police report. If you get into a car crash and you're given a police report, you could refer here and you could take a look. Always get the legend. It's free. You could just download it from Google and it has all of the information. And then I believe when you download it, there's also additional information such as all the insurance codes. So you know whether it's like Allstate or Progressive or whichever insurance company it is. And then you can contact the insurance company either to get your car fixed or if you're going to be hiring a lawyer and making a claim against that other company for compensation. Okay, I hope this has been helpful. Let us know if you have any questions. Give us a comment, subscribe to our channel. Let us know what other videos you'd like to see. We're here to provide content that's helpful for you because ultimately we're here in the business of helping people, helping seriously injured victims and their families. So we're here for you. Let us know whatever you need and we'll be happy to help. Okay, have a great day. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.